What's dangling, fraying hems? Welcome back to Monkeyboy's Toys, and welcome back to the sofa. Thanks very much for joining me again. Now, there have been a few arrivals into the Monkeyboy Nest this week, so I thought I'd show you some of those, starting off with a lovely gift from Lewis over at the Reading Movies channel. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Now, Lewis bought this for me because he knows I'm a big Bib Fortuna fan. And he spotted this out in the wild and couldn't leave it behind and knew I had to have it. So thank you so much, Lewis. That's really, really kind. I really do appreciate it. I do love me a bit of Bib, as you know. So yeah, this is the vintage collection Bib Fortuna. The number is VC224. And yeah, it's a lovely figure. If I'm honest, I think this one is more screen accurate than the 6-inch Black Series figure was, because the blue markings on his head are not as prominent as that 6-inch Black Series figure, which does look a bit odd if I'm honest. The blue markings on his leku and on his head are a little bit more subtle on this figure, which I think is more screen accurate, but it's a lovely figure. It comes with soft goods robes, which do look really cool. I'm not quite sure why they didn't choose to use these on the Black Series figure. Instead, we've got sort of the rubbery material that makes it somewhat of a traffic cone. But anyway, there's Bib Fortuna. Really glad to have him in the collection. He's going to be displayed with the limited selection of vintage collection figures that I do have. I don't have many of them, but I do have a few, and he'll go nicely with those. So thanks very much, Lewis. That's really kind. I'll just pop that to the back there for now, and we'll have a look at the next item. Now, this next item I picked up on eBay for quite a good price. Now, I'm not sure if the light is very good. You might not be able to see, but can you spot what's different about this Lando in skiff guard disguise? You might not be able to see the difference, but if I bring in another one that I've got, maybe you can spot the difference between the two. If the camera will focus, and if my hands will stop shaking. This fella here on the left actually has a green helmet as opposed to the brown helmet that was standard. Now, I'm reliably informed by Lewis again that this is a discoloration that isn't particularly uncommon, so it's not a rare figure, but it certainly is a bit unusual. If I place the regular Lando off to the side for a moment and we have a look at this Lando, not only does he have a green helmet, but he also has a green head, and he looks rather unwell. So yeah, there's Lando with a green head. If I bring the other one in and pop the helmet off, we can see if the camera will focus. Focus, damn you! There we go. As you can see, there's quite a considerable difference. Now, if anyone does know why this occurred, or quite whether this was a planned variant or if this was a mistake, please do let me know in the comments. But yeah, I thought that was pretty unusual. When I saw that on eBay, I thought, well, I'll have to get him, just for the sickly look that he has. So yeah, there's the next item that I got this week. So we'll pop him off to the back for now. There we go. Now, the next item might be of interest to a little blue annoying fellow that we know, so I'll just give him a shout and he can come down and have a look at the next item. Just give me a second. Skeletor! I'm not sure what he's up to. Skeletor!
What?
Come and have a look at this. I've got something to show you.
I'm busy.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm brushing Beastman.
Well, you can brush Beastman a bit later. Come and have a look at this. I've got something to show you.
Oh, Monkey Boy, you're a pain in my ass. Right, I'm coming now. Here I come.
Right, here he comes.
Oh, Ah, Monkey Boy, right, what is it? What have you got to show me this time? Hurry up and get on with it. Show me immediately.
Right, okay, Skeletor, calm down, calm down. Right, here you go. Here's something I thought you might like to have a look at. It's a Masters of the Universe. Can you see what that is?
Well, yes, it looks like a mechanical elephant.
Yes, it is a mechanical elephant. Do you know who he is?
Well, funnily enough, Monkey Boy, I can read. So yes, I can see that this is Snout Spout, apparently. Is he one of my minions?
No, he's not one of your minions, Skeletor. He's one of He-Man's friends.
Well, I'm not interested then. You've called me away from brushing Beastman to look at one of He-Man's allies. Well, that's unacceptable.
Well, sorry, Skeletor, but yeah, I thought you might like to have a look at him. He does have a water spraying feature.
Not interested.
And he does have a swappable head.
Again, not interested.
He's got some tanks that fit on his back.
Boring.
And a water squirting feature.
Yawn.
If we have a look at the back of the card, there's some of the other figures that were available in the wave.
I don't like any of them except me.
Well, yeah. If I can, I don't know if I can hold it down here so we can see the artwork on the back. It says that known as Eternia's bravest, Snout Spout charges into danger without question. And there he is battling some of the snake men, giving them a bit of a squirt. So yeah, there we go. This is the US version that I've picked up. So it has just the normal English writing on the front. But yeah, so that's another pickup that I got this week. What did you make of that then, Skeletor?
I told you I wasn't interested. Can I go back to brushing Beastman now?
I suppose you can, yeah.
Right, sod off, Monkey Boy.
Right, okay. Well, anyway, guys, there's Snout Spout. Pop him to the back. And I've got 3 more items that are of a similar theme to show you next. Here up we have the DC Essentials Batman figure. Now this is, if you can see, this is the one with the blue cowl and the blue cape and gloves and boots and such. This is part of the 20-year anniversary of the line, perhaps. I'm not sure. It says 20 years on the front anyway. So there we go, 1998 to 2018. Now this line was actually taken over by McFarlane Toys, who produced some of the later figures, but I do believe this one was still produced by DC. I'm not sure. I haven't really done the bare minimum of research, if I'm honest. But anyway, there's this one. He's got quite a nice face sculpt, and the paint is pretty cool. It doesn't really come across on camera, but it's quite a nice paint application on his face. It looks a bit weird. But when I bring in the next figure, you'll see the difference. But yeah, so there's the DC Essentials Batman figure. Next up, I've got the DC Essentials Rebirth Batman, and this is the version 2. He has a black cowl and black gloves and boots and stuff. But if you look at the face sculpt, it's the same, but the paintwork just doesn't quite cut it for me. It looks a bit shiny and a bit weird. If I compare it to the other one, I don't know if I can't get them both on the screen at the same time. But this first one that I showed you does actually have a better paint application. This second one is he's a bit sort of pink. It's not quite coming across on the camera, but he looks a lot pinker than this in person. But anyway, there's the Rebirth Batman. I can't really display these all on the screen at the same time, but I'll perhaps try and stand them here if they'll stand up. Not very well, but there we go. And the last figure that I'm going to show you today is a part of the same line. It's another DC Direct Essentials figure, and this one is the deceased Joker figure, and as we can see, he's looking rather mangled. An excellent face sculpt, looks really cool. This is the same basic figure as the regular Essentials figure. It's just got a different head sculpt, and I believe a different hand sculpt, or hand sculpts. You can see his fingers are bleeding a little bit there. But yeah, I figured I should get a Joker, as I've got the deceased Batman, which I can just bring in quickly. I've just got him off to the side here. Here's the deceased Batman with his jaw hanging off. So I've got now the deceased Joker to go with him. I really do like the DC Deceased line. I think it's pretty cool. There's some really nice face sculpts going on. But yeah, that's the Joker, and that's also about it for the video, if I'm honest. So thanks so much for checking that out, guys. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with any other fraying hems you may know. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of the video. Also, let me know if you've got any more information about this green-headed Lando in the Skiff God disguise, because I'd be interested if anyone knows anything more about the green-headed chap there. But yeah, that's about it. So until next time, I'm going to make like a shepherd and get the flock out of here. See you later. Bye.